New tonight, auto theft is on the rise statewide, but in Pierce County, it's particularly high. Law enforcement says it's likely because it's harder than ever for them to investigate and pursue these cases. As Fox 13 reporter Olivia Lavoie explains tonight, it's left some people feeling like they need to take matters into their own hands.
It's kind of that gut-wrenching feeling that, you know, they came into your personal world, your personal bubble, and then they got scot-free, you know, they're always scot-free.
It was around 5:30 in the morning when Chance Robinson and his wife heard his truck's engine turned on and realized someone was stealing it.
Grabbed my concealed weapon and then took off in my vehicle in pursuit after them.
Robinson sped off behind the thief while calling 911 to give officers the car's location.
The cop got behind them. They ended up starting to speed up. With the new pursuit laws, they couldn't chase them, so they ended up losing the vehicle.
A law passed this year in Washington state prevents law enforcement from pursuing a vehicle just because it's stolen. Vehicle pursuits are now reserved only for crimes that pose a public safety risk. So if an officer tries to pull over a stolen vehicle and that driver doesn't stop, the cop has to let him go.
You've been pretty quiet, Tackleberry. I take it you don't like your assignment.
That's affirmative.
Robinson took things into his own hands, taking to social media, asking for people to be on the lookout for his truck. And it worked. The next day, he got a tip about its location. But when deputies arrived, all but one suspect got away, and deputies felt there wasn't enough evidence to arrest him. But even if they did, it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
When we arrest someone for stealing a car or in possession of a stolen vehicle, right now you get released on the scene. So we have thieves that get caught multiple times in a row, and they continue to commit the same crimes over and over again.
Sergeant Moss says that's part of a policy to try to keep the jail population low during the pandemic. He also says it's undoubtedly contributing to the spike in theft. Last month alone, there were 796 cars stolen, which is more than double that same time last year.
It's just frustrating because they can't do anything, so we took it upon ourselves to do it, which is you're going to see a lot more of basically a vigilante upbringing if the laws continue to stay where they're at.
Robinson got his truck back, but he doesn't feel much better about the ordeal.
Preferred to see justice be served rather than have my truck back, to be honest.
Olivia Lavoie, Fox 13 News.
Have you noticed that as everything around you seems to decline, one thing still grows? It is the power of your rulers. None of their plans and directives have solved your problems or made your life better. The only result has been their increased control over you at the cost of your freedom. Do you know why? You gave them the power.